Hi everybody, welcome to another episode of City Skylines Castle Rock. I finally got this baby working again after a couple of days of issues. This is becoming a little trend here. This episode we're just gonna expand the city just a little bit and beautify it. Had some trouble here with the loop for the tram. I had to make it a one-way because the trams didn't let each other pass, and they were just stuck waiting for each other. A little beautification here along the boulevard, I like to call this here. I need to look for a new mod where I can draw straight lines with the bushes and stuff. I've seen Corellis use it, and I have to find it in the workshop. I haven't had much time to around with the workshop, nor with the whole game in general. Get it better. I want to do something here with the hilltop. I'm not quite sure what yet, so we're gonna leave it as it is right now. And there's still a little bit of empty patches throughout the city where I want to do something. I'm not quite sure what. And here I'm starting to build our central square, which is at one end the Reichstag, Berlin, and the other one I think it's the Salzburg Cathedral, which makes a very nice offset of buildings. Unfortunately, I had props on for this, so yeah, all the rocks and trees stay. I have to redo them. The pathways are there so that people actually walk across the square, and the little lights just look very nice in the dark. A lot of concrete to fill it up, and although the new pathways do allow regular traffic as well as I think surface vehicles, I do think the square needs regular roads around it. And a bicycle path just for good measure at the side of that. The square is quite big, so everything that I put on there feels tiny. But then again, it's gonna be a big city, so having a huge square isn't a problem. As we are only using trams, it's unfortunate that we can't have underground tram stations. This square would be perfect for that. Plus, we are quite close to the highway, so we have to remedy that. And I'm gonna drop down the highway quite a bit, just to make it a little bit more easier for me to expand the city to the other side without the highway being a very intrusive part of it all. I could have gone with tunnels, but I think the trench works slightly better. I tried to do some walls with the seawall, but it's just too short for this height. One thing that this game has is a really odd scaling, especially with the landscape tool. The height differences look fine from above, but as soon as you get lower down, you'll see that the height difference is so immense. Doesn't look that big from up here, but probably translate to at least 10 meters or about 30 yards. No, 10 yards, 30 feet. Sorry, I'm schooled in the metric system. In real life, which yeah, makes this look just butt ugly, especially with the height differences and the stepping. Not a big fan of that, so we're not going to use that. Just equalizing the little hill there, little slope. And then having to remove everything again. Annoying little job, but it's better than keeping this. For some reason this tile is on top of everything, unlike the concrete, which is not. And in the end I went with the gravel tile, which works the same as the concrete tile. It's just at the bottom of everything, which makes so much more sense. Just had to search for it, and there we go. Gravel. Even with anarchy and props on, there's still some areas where you just simply cannot place a tile because it's too steep. So with a little bit of perseverance, I managed to close it all up. I'll remove, for some reason can't remove that little bush there, but not a big deal. And I thought I would do something slightly different. You see this in some modern cities or modern roads where they have this kind of stony sculpture thing next to the road. So we have this in the system or in the game. Why not use it? It fills up the room without being all too damn special, but it does work. I decided to make the little drying area a little park. There are quite a few parks in this city, and so it's a very green city, which is okay with me. Decided to fence off one of these triangles just to offset everything. Leave a little space so as to suggest that there is an area where you can actually enter it. And again, for this also I need the draw tool. It would make life so much simpler than do it by hand. Had to connect up the rich, quote unquote rich area. Hopefully will be a very high land value area. And I noticed something weird about the traffic. Traffic seems to be going in trains for some reason. Not entirely sure what's that about. But yeah, couldn't do anything about that. I tried to find the same hedgerows as is used within the mansion, but unfortunately I could not find them, so I'm gonna have to resort to these standard hedgerows. But they do kind of do the trick. And extending the concrete a little bit. Now I wanted to make something like the garden, but I just don't have the bits for that. I have to look into that if I can make something as those two gardens at the top. Maybe find something that is or ready to use in the workshop. And similar to the highway idea, I'm going to use the columns here just to create some modern art piece. With the little pieces from Nero's palace. And yeah, just place a dog park there because people here have dogs. Definitely. This is a pretty haphazard park, lots of random bits in there. I do feel that this works quite nice. Now look at all those people using the tram. The tram system really seems to be working so far. There are no traffic jams so far that I've seen, and everything is flowing really nicely. And the same goes with the trams. Now I decided to extend one tram line of those 3 potential tram lines to pass through the business area next to the square. And that worked very nicely. So the trams hardly cross each other, and that is fine. Just one last bit here is where we extend this road so we can have another recycle center. The concrete here acts as a conductor for electricity, and there we have our little square, which really looks nice. We're gonna beautify it a little bit, and these pits just fit nicely in there. Again, lots of green, lots of trees, and I tend to use the same types of trees. But I do think that seems to work quite nicely. Quick look. But we have this area still here. I'm thinking about making a football stadium here. At this time I did not have the new DLC. I have no idea how big that stadium is. Stadium you saw was Camp Now 1-on-1. We're gonna do that probably next time. And yeah, this is the city right now. So thank you for watching and see you next time.